Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Well, Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Those fireplaces going this morning. Coffee brewing, I'm sure. New calendars on the wall, and MTE keeps the fresh starts feeling warm and bright. Happy New Year from your friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. Well, today we're going to be talking Storybook Breakfast. The United Way of South Central Tennessee has a big event, and our friends from Murfreesboro Medical Clinic are joining today. Brandise, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's always fun to have you in. You're wearing, the MMC blue today.
The WGNS blue.
WGNS blue.
MTSU blue.
Yeah. We're just
United
all
Way blue.
That's it.
Yeah.
All blue. You brought a special guest with you today, and we're going to kind of talk about how the Storybook Breakfast really goes together with I guess your mission with Pediatrics, huh?
Absolutely. Storybook Breakfast, I believe this is our 6th year for Storybook Breakfast. It is a wonderful event that allows children and families to come together on a Saturday morning, meet their favorite book characters, have a little breakfast, do some crafts, lots of fun activities for the family. And what Storybook Breakfast does is raise money for the Books from Birth program, which most people know as the Imagination Library.
Mm-hmm.
So we love Dolly. Dolly is a champion for early childhood literacy, but unfortunately, Dolly doesn't pay for the books that get mailed out to children. So this is a fundraiser to help fund that.
Yeah. A great initiative, but that falls to someone to help raise the money.
Absolutely.
And my 8-month-old granddaughter's very happy to be able to get those books. She's not reading just yet, but we're reading to her. She'll be reading soon.
Which is so important. And I know that Dr. Marcie Castleberry, who is here with us, can talk about the importance of early childhood literacy and how important it is for parents to read to their children.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Castleberry, good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I don't know how many books my granddaughter got for Christmas, but it was a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all of these pop-up books that we read to her, and, the story just kind of jumps to life out of the book. And, you got the touching and the feeling and the crackling and all that stuff, and
Good stuff.
All of those things are, and she's very engaged, but that's kind of what we're talking about, right? With even with babies.
It could be, yes. And, the important thing about reading to a child is that they have a positive experience with books. That's, I tell parents there's a lot of different abilities among parents to read to their kids. Some parents, could teach me about literacy in children. They are very knowledgeable and very intentional about it. But some parents maybe don't read well. They weren't read to as kids. They worry, I'm not doing it right, or my child won't like it. But, the important thing is that child has a positive experience with parents. So, with the books. So, those books that have the little scratchy, like Never Touch a Porcupine, or, the crackly and the flipping, those are good to help kids to learn to love books. Now, of course, as they progress, they're going to stop wanting all that stuff, and that's okay. So, but, in my exam room, when I have a child who I can tell the parents are maybe not reading to them, they're intimidated by the process for whatever reason, I keep a bookshelf of children's books there at my office, and I'll go grab one that's appropriate for that child's age level, and just bring it and sort of model that for the parents. So, read to the child, open it up. I don't typically say Once Upon a Time and go page 1, 2, 3. We'll open up in the middle and go, oh, look, it's a baby. Where's the baby's eyes? And the child, will touch and look. And without exception, the parents just light up when they see their child enjoying the book, especially if they sort of didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of parents now, they're on screens themselves. They tend to depend on screens a lot with their kids. Unfortunately, a lot of parents caregivers put their kids to sleep by turning on a video and then leaving the room, or the parent themselves is sort of on their screen. And so, that's another thing I really encourage parents to do is turn the screens off at least an hour before bedtime. Give yourself extra time. Start the bedtime process early enough so you have 5 to 15 minutes to read with that child.
Yeah,
it's really important.
Yeah, I'm the late Wednesday afternoon babysitter, and so we did a little reading. But she's teething, so she wanted to eat the book rather than listen. But, just to have that time, too, also helps with parents or grandparents or whomever is doing the reading. There's a bonding moment there, too, So and that's important, isn't it?
It is so true. And that's true. They talk about kind of the milestones of reading, and one of them is slapping the book and scratching the book and drooling on it and chewing it, and that's all okay. There are nice wipeable books, board books. You know, that's okay.
Yeah, and Brandise, why Storybook Breakfast and being a part of this? I mean, obviously, you have doctors, pediatric doctors who are see the importance, and so this is just kind of a way to come behind that and support parents in it, right?
Absolutely. United Way's mission of providing these opportunities for early literacy for children was so important. It's important for our clinic. We believe in their mission. It aligns with ours in developing healthy families. And this is just it's also, honestly, it's a fun way for us to give back. We like to give back to nonprofits that kind of align with our mission of nurturing the health of our community. And the Storybook Breakfast is just a really fun way for us to do that. We get to interact with storybook characters. We get to see our patients, our families that we work with every day on that Saturday morning, and to know the impact that those dollars raised on that day is just really, it is really meaningful for us and really makes a difference. So United Way has given me some numbers so I can share with you.
Yeah.
So in 24 and 25, over 21,000 children in Rutherford County and almost 1,000 children in Cannon County received books through this Books from Birth program. And the total books, over 312,000 books came into the homes of our families in Rutherford County. And if you were thinking about families that may not have as easy access to books, they may not have the disposable income. Our libraries are great, and I know we partner with libraries to help. Library cards are free, and they offer all these wonderful opportunities. And then United Way comes in, and there is a book delivered directly to their home that is curated for where that child is in development. So it's a really wonderful thing that gives easy access to a lot of our families in Rutherford County that might not otherwise.
The event itself is I'm trying to think of the words to describe it, but kids are they always enjoy it. I mean, they get to see their favorite characters come to life.
Yes.
I mean, what better?
It is so much fun, and each year the committee really works hard to find characters to come that really resonate with children in our community today. So this year we have Llama Red Pajama, we have Pete the Cat, we have Esteban the Green Crayon, which I was not familiar with, but I think a lot of children love him. We also have Piggy and Elephant, and we have Dinosaur from the How Do series of dinosaurs. And then we have probably one of our most popular characters to date, Bluey. So the library is graciously sponsoring Bluey for us again. So the characters are there. Parents get to go meet. Kids get to meet their favorite book characters. We're going to have a special autograph book this year. They can do photos with them. We have craft projects, breakfast, story time by some of our pediatricians and some other people in the community. It's almost like going to Disney without the rides and a much cheaper price tag.
Yeah.
So you get to meet all these cool characters and interact with them and get great photos. So
there's also a bookmobile there, isn't
and there's
there?
the library brings their bookmobile. So you can get a library card. You can check out books from the bookmobile. But if you don't have a library card, you can get one that day. It's just a really fun event, and it's super casual. We will have 3 settings this year. We're growing. We've only had 2 breakfast times in the past, and we sell out. So we've added a third time. So there's 3 different time opportunities, 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 11 a.m. So you can come at any one of those times. And then there will be a series of events, activities to do, and character meet and greets. And that's on March 7th, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's on March 7th.
That's a Saturday.
It is a Saturday, March 7th, and tickets are on sale now. So tickets are $15 per person, or you can get a household ticket for $60, where the mom, dad,
everybody
in the household can come. Yeah.
Now, where is what location?
So it will be at Overall Creek Elementary, which is over on the Blackman side of town. And all of the information about location, events, and tickets can be found on the yourlocaluw.org website.
Absolutely. Looking at it right now.
Yeah.
7th annual Storybook Breakfast. And it's in partnership with MMC Pediatrics. And again, it is on Saturday, March 7th. And you said 8, 9:30, and 11.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So come have breakfast or brunch.
Breakfast, brunch, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
You know, I was not familiar with any of those that you mentioned except Bluey.
Okay.
You know, but I've got my kids themselves are 25 and 22.
Sure.
So, but we're getting into the grandparent phase now. So we've watched a little Bluey, and I think there's a Bluey book in her diaper bag. So
Sure.
you know, we've done a
Bluey,
little Bluey.
Last year our line for Bluey stayed pretty consistent.
imagine.
Everybody wanted to see Bluey.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate the library doing that for us. And the library also comes and does a puppet show. So when the characters need to take a break for water and just, you know, sit down and rest for a minute, the library puts on a really lovely puppet show for everyone there. So
Kind of hard to stay in character, you know, the full 3 hours now.
well,
or
and
whatever.
characters need breaks too.
Yeah, that's
You know, They have to have
Yes.
water. Yeah.
Dr. Castleberry, the event itself, maybe talk to about the sponsorship and why it's important. And I mean,
Sure.
obviously MMC Pediatrics partners with this program.
Yes, it's so important. It's you know an investment in our children and also in our future. I mean, they are our future, and you know there are a lot of studies looking at literacy in kids and what you can do to help kids set them up for academic success, intellectual success, emotional, you know, for kids to emotionally thrive. And they found that reading to children really from early infancy by 6 months old. I have a lot of families who read to the baby, you know, when they're a baby bump, you know, and that's good to do too. But because kids, you know, their brains are just wired to learn. And a child, from the time they're born to the time they're 12 months old, their brain size has increased 3 times. And a lot of that is learning language acquisition, sounds, that sort of thing. And so reading to them early is so very important. There was a study where they looked at 4-year-olds who were spoken to and read to often, and then those who weren't. And they found that the 4-year-olds who weren't had about 30 million fewer words in their vocabulary. I mean, it's just, that is shocking. But why that's important is because when we know more words, when we know more concepts, you know, language experts say, when you know, the more words you know, the more you can think. Learning new words broadens your brain and helps you to sort of navigate the world better. So it just sets kids up so much better emotionally and academically. So it's super important. And it's also a lot of fun on a personal level. It's really good for kids emotionally. So we just really like to help encourage our parents to do that every day.
Yeah. My granddaughter, when she hears music, because they played music, you know, before she was even born, you know, and the reading and all of that. So I think that's all very important. And when we were raising our two, you know, I can't remember the name of the cartoon, which it doesn't really matter, but it was kind of like baby talk, and the words didn't make sense. And
Teletubbies.
Okay. Well, one thing we decided to do is we didn't want to talk like that, you know, around them. We wanted to say regular words, talk in a normal voice, and that kind of thing, just to help with speech. And I don't know whether that made a difference or not, but I hope it did. So.
I think so.
I'm sure it did.
Well, one of them's a pastor, so I guess he learned how to talk somewhere along the line. So.
That's an important skill.
Yeah, sure is. So don't forget the Storybook Breakfast. And again, you can purchase your tickets right there on yourlocaluw.org.
Absolutely, you can.
All right.
Purchase those there, and we hope to see you on Saturday, March 7th.
Absolutely. Do want to also remind you about Baby Basics. which is presented by Ascension St. Thomas, the collection drive and all of that information. The event is Thursday, February 19th, and all of the information is at yourlocaluw.org/babybasics, and go to the same website with the /Storybook, and that's where you'll find all the info about the Storybook Breakfast. Well, thanks again for stopping in today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Our friends from the Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, Pediatrics, Dr. Marcie Castleberry and Brandise Raikes, who you're just all over.
I am all over.
Every part of the, how many campuses now? 2 and almost 3 and
Three
growing?
and almost 4.
Well, 8
3
if you
and
count
almost 4.
our locations.
MMC
are
now.
MMC
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
which we open another one this afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming in today and being on with us here on Rutherford Issues. Have a good day out there, everybody. And until next time, take care out there.